Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. How's everybody's day going so far? Today is Monday, the 28th. Let's see, what is going on today? I know over the weekend I went to. My kid's growing so fast, and I had to go get some new pants. The pants that she had before have become capris, and then she had some like long baggy pants that she had before. Those are now shorts. So I had to go out. We went to Old Navy and we went to H&M, and the prices are still good. It's the first time I've gone out to go shopping in a while to buy new stuff. I really try not to buy a lot of stuff very often. So it's been a while. And so I was expecting prices to be crazy because of the tariffs and trade war stuff, right? And then when we were going out, when I had to go get some, get new pants and new shoes for her, I was expecting prices to be crazy. But I thought prices were reasonable, to be honest. It wasn't as crazy as I thought it was going to be. And then it kind of dawned on me, you know, um, and talking to some of my friends uh, before last week, they still have inventory until he said he had it. He's into clothing and he's in the fashion world, or they make clothes at least. He says he has enough inventory to last until July-ish. And so, because I don't know, you guys know, a lot of this stuff gets made, especially in overseas, anyways, months in advance, right? Months and months in advance. Usually, how it works is you come up with the design, you have a contact over there at some factory, you give them your design, they make you a sample. Uh, Once you approve the sample, they'll start production. And at that point, you pay usually half of whatever you're ordering. Let's say whatever you're ordering is, I don't know, let's make it easy, $20,000 in total, right? The total, they'll give you some price, you negotiate. They will say like, oh, it's gonna cost $20,000 to make this a container's worth of, I don't know, socks. Let's do socks, right? And then so you're like, all right. And so how it works is once before they start making any more socks, you give them 50%, right? 50%. So you give them $10,000, they'll start making all your socks. Once they are done, they will pack it up into a container and then they'll move it to the port. And that's where you release the remaining $10,000 that you owe them because, hey, they've done their part. It's on the ship. Once it gets on the ship, they get paid the rest of it, right? And then the ship is going, right? And it takes anywhere from like 2 to 3 weeks for a container ship to get to wherever you want it to get to back to your warehouse. It takes travel time, right? So think about that. That's already like 2 3 months already from the time that you start telling them to make it till the time that it gets onto the ship. And then once it's on the ship, while it's in the water, you have to, before, when it gets to the port, that's when you pay your tariffs, right? I've done this before, and I've done it quite a few times actually, right? And that's when once you pay, that's when the port releases it, and you can get your container out. You pay for a trucking company. The trucking company trucks it to your warehouse, your company, wherever you want to bring it, and that is that. That's how the process works. And so when I was shopping with the family this weekend, I was expecting prices to be up, but they weren't yet. Or maybe they were. I just didn't notice because I haven't been out in a while. And so I was like, okay, the prices are still reasonable. That's because we haven't really began running out of stuff yet. What was it? It's only been like a month, right? So people still have inventory. But give it like 2 or 3 more months, and once you start running out of stuff, woo! Because I've already seen reports of like canceled ships or canceled what they call it blank sailing. And before, blank sailing is like when a ship goes out and it's not full, or the containers are empty or something like that, because the ships are scheduled, they're scheduled to go out, they need to go out at certain times, right? Because it doesn't make sense for them to ship one sea container. If you guys don't know, a sea container is about like 40 feet. I think it's like 40 by 15 or 40 by 10. I forget. It's been a long time. But so that's one, and then there's like hundreds of them on each cargo ship, right? And it doesn't make sense for them to send one. They wait for it to fill up and then they send it out. But they're scheduled out where this one leaves at this day, this one leaves at this day, this one leaves at another day, and they have to go out that way. And so there's been a big uptick in half empty cargo ships going out, and that's a big problem because, like how what I just laid out on the process before, how it works. Once your goods get to the dock workers, the longshoremen sort it out, and then a trucking company takes it to wherever you need to go. And just think about the process a little more. Less cargo gets into the dock. That means you need less dock workers, right? There's also less cargo. You need less trucks. You need less truckers, and that's also a trickle down. But I found this website today, and I thought it was pretty fascinating, and I wanted to go through and look at it with you guys. And we can see if we can see some what the ah we can see what some of the shipping looks like out there in the world. Where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to find it. I guess while we're finding it, we'll just talk. All right. How else is your day going so far? Yeah, but I was surprised. I'm pretty sure this is where this is gonna hit us a lot, is like summertime. You know, um, when we need to get new school stuff. Well, we'll see. We will see. All right, all right. We're here. We're here. When we need to get new school stuff. I was always the kid in school that did not have all the school stuff. Like half when the teachers give out that list, I feel like you don't need half that stuff. It's on there. What do you guys think?